How are we doing, everyone, and welcome to this fourth episode of my Romanian fishing adventure with my friend Andrew. I've come all the way over to Romania to fish a 4-day enduro event, and it hasn't disappointed. It's been amazing. Hopefully you've seen the other 3 episodes. If not, head back over to my YouTube channel and have a little look at those so you can catch up on what has happened in the first 3 installments. We are now going into the final night. We've had 6 fish. I don't think we're in the running for actually winning this competition, although you never know. We've had 6 fish up to over 20 kilos, and it has been great fun. I've been learning about the Romanian style of fishing, the baits that they use, the tactics, and the way that they approach these sort of competitions. Because in Romania, most carp fishing is done through organised matches. This lake that I'm fishing, this amazing lake up in the mountains, it only ever gets fished on match days, so you can't day ticket fish it. It's not a syndicate, it's purely a carp match venue, and there's venues like this all over Romania, and that is why they are so good at competition carp fishing. Not that hard. So going into the final night, we are putting some more bait out. I must admit, I feel a little bit bad because Andrew's having to do the spomming and the casting at the moment, because normally spomming and casting is actually something I'm pretty good at. You know, I pride myself on being a very accurate caster and being able to cast a long way. However, my arm and my shoulder are completely done in. I can't do any more long range casting. I've pulled my arm. I did it before I came out on this trip, playing with my kids, catching and jumping out of a tree, believe it or not. And yeah, I've strained my arm, and now my shoulders give me jip, and I'm falling apart, people. I'm falling apart. I'm getting old. So Andrew's doing the casting, I'm doing the playing of the fish. We're fishing PVA bags, we're fishing helicopters over the back. But going into the final evening, the weather has changed. The wind has been blowing across the other side of the lake, and now, just out of nowhere, the wind has changed direction and is blowing across the lake into our bank. So we're hoping that that's going to bring the fish with it. And yeah, we're putting bait out. We're getting the spots all freshened up. See if I move over here. The mic will probably cut out because of the wind, but you can see, like, look at that wind pumping into our peg now. There's a huge area out in the middle of this lake that the fish can go and sit and be happy in without being angled for. We're fishing at 100, and we're fishing the bags at 140 yards, and then we're fishing the helicopters at 165 yards over the back of them. But there's hundreds of yards behind that the fish can go and sit in and be safe. So we're just waiting for the fish, hopefully, to come over to our bank. They have been, let me see if I can turn this around. So over where the sun is setting, over on that bank, all the way over there, that's where the fish seem to have spent the majority of the match, on that bank over there. So who knows, maybe they'll come over to our side on the final night and we can have a really good last night. But whatever happens, we're enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying these little videos and updates. Do remember to subscribe to my channel, please. I say that every time, and some of you lovely people out there do, but it really does help me and the YouTube algorithm to let them know that this sort of content is what carp anglers want to see out there. So do remember to subscribe to the channel and put a little thumbs up or a notification bell thingy and tap it. Right, anyway, I'm going to stop waffling on. Let's go and catch a few more fish, shall we? Well, we're kind of hoping that the wind would stir the fish into feeding, and one of the rods on the spot pulled up nice and tight, and we're into our 7th take. I'm getting ribbed by Andrew's friends. I can hear them on their camera saying blah 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 blah, but that's an international language, yeah. But we'll see how big this one is. It feels like a nice fish. So hopefully Andrew can do us proud with his salmon swooping with the net. Of course, yeah. Yeah, he's not drunk too much rum just yet, so he should be okay with that. But I better concentrate and try and get this fish in the net. Turn it around, so that's fish number 7. We'll get the rods back out there before it gets dark. Hopefully a few more.
So we're just doing a live feed. Andrew does this quite a lot. It's a really good way of passing on information to people. And, yeah.
O să sting lanterna pentru că lui și lui Cristian Mihal și la 6,45 ceva de genul am avut o a treia trăsătură, un pește de 9 kg și ceva.
Right, let me just put my... Is that my proper torch? No, there's my proper torch. Right, there we go. What have we got there, Andrew?
Another baby carp.
Baby 16 kilos, this one, around about 16 kilos. Beautiful common. And we're going to put that in the retainer. And that one came from right on the spot. So the number 2 rod was just right on the spot, which is going to make it a bit difficult because our far bank markers have all disappeared now. But I have my faith in Andrew that if he has another shot of rum, it's going to go perfect. So it'll be good. But oh, turn it around. I'm blinding everyone now. But in all seriousness, let me turn my torch off. And there we go. And come back inside here. In all seriousness, that fish there, 16 kilos, that's a good fish. So that gives us fish number 8, I think it is. And we were just saying that this peg here, some of the locals were saying that it's known as being a nighttime peg, and normally the bites come after 9 o'clock. And we were literally inside the bivvy, and Andrew said, okay, it's now 9 minutes past 9, it's time for the fish. And the rod went off. So who knows, maybe there's a comeback to mount. But this is a great thing about doing these competitions. It's always, you know, it's always good fun, and you can be sitting there a bit downhearted, and oh, we haven't had a fish for a few hours, and all of a sudden the alarm goes off, and that's it. It's sort of like game on again. So, yeah, it's been fun. It has been fun and buzzing, and hopefully a few more fish to come tonight. But I hope you're enjoying these little vlogs that I do. I know they're not polished editing or anything like that, but basically I'm just taking you guys on my little fishing adventures, and hopefully you enjoy it. And if you want to get in touch with me as well to ask me any questions, just drop a little comment on this video, and I'll go through all of the comments, and I'll make sure that I answer any of the questions that you've got. So if you want to ask me any questions, please do just drop me a comment on this YouTube video, and I'll get back to you with a reply. Right, okay, let's go and tie some more solid bags up and thump them out to the horizon in the wind. Right, you can see the 4 rods there. We've got 3 of them tram lining out onto the spot. Oh, my camera's, my shadow's getting in the way. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but 3 rods of tram line out to the spot, and it has just done 4 bites in the last hour. So good times. The fish are obviously moving in on the bait. Let's hope for a big push on the final night. Well, it's about 2:45 in the morning, and yeah, I'm doing a graveyard shift. The way we do this is we've got 1 bed chair inside the bivvy. Andrew's getting his head down, getting some sleep, so I'm doing, let's say, the graveyard shift. But the good news is that we've now got 4, 5, 6 fish in the retainers, and I've just had a fish that's probably around about 18 or 19 kilos, so a big fish, which is really going to help with the scores. I think, though, to be honest with you, there's lots of other lights going on around the lake, so I think a lot of other people are catching as well. Tonight is so much more mild than the last couple of nights that we had. It was absolutely freezing last night and the night before, and tonight it's lovely. I haven't even got my jacket on, and I think that's actually spurred the fish into feeding. But yeah, we've had quite a few fish this evening. I'll just turn it around and see if I can show you. Let's go down and see if we have a look, shall we? There's all the rods back out again, tram line out to the spot. I don't know if it's going to pick it up or not. Right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Those 4 there. They're all around about between 8 and 11 kilos, I think. Well, that one is about 18 kilo, and that one is about 16 kilo. So yeah, there's a couple of cheeses down there. So that's all good. The only problem is that if you have a fish over 17 kilos, the rules are you've got to phone the marshals, and the marshals will come and weigh it straight away. But there's no point me phoning the marshals because I don't speak Romanian, so I've got no idea what I'd say to them. So I need to go and Andrew up, and then he's gonna have to phone the marshals. So yeah, I'll go and sort of like kick him in a minute and see if I can wake him up so he can phone the marshals. But yeah, it's going good. It's the final night, and yeah, let's see if we can keep racking them up. It'd be lovely if we could have 10 fish tonight. We're on 4, 5, we're on 6. We need another 4 before daybreak, so that's what I'm aiming for. What I'm doing as well is I'm throwing sticking. Oh, I can barely lift my arms up. I'm throwing sticking at absolute my maximum range, really thumping them with the big long carbon sticks, the 24mm baits. And I think I've probably thrown sticked about 4 or 5 kilo out, which doesn't sound much, but actually more than that, probably about 6 kilo, probably about 6 kilo of boilies gone out there tonight, and yeah, my arms are feeling it. But anyway, I'm gonna go and have another cup of coffee. God knows how much coffee I've drunk this this competition, but quite a bit. And yeah, and then we're going to get the marshals and get this one weighed. Well, what a night that was last night. I think we had 8 fish, was it, Andrew? 9 fish. 9 fish last night, up to 18 kilos. I did the graveyard shift up until about 5 o'clock, 5:30, and then I've just literally grabbed a couple of hours sleep. It's now 7:30, so I've had 2 hours sleep. As you can tell from my eyes, I'm looking a bit worse for wear. But Andrew is fresh, he's up, and he's just put out the rods perfectly on the spots where they need to go. As you can see, it's daylight now, it's a beautiful morning, and we can actually see our far bank markers. So we're making sure that we get the rods absolutely perfect where we want them to be, and then at 8 o'clock we can start putting some bait out. So we're going to put some bait out over the top of the rods, hopefully encourage the fish to come back in and have one final push. But it sort of died off a little bit after 5 o'clock. I think we had one bite after 5 o'clock this morning. The majority of the bites came in the first part of the night, sort of like, well, the middle of the night actually. But yeah, it's yeah, the final morning. Got a few more hours left of the competition. Be really nice to have one of these massive fish, but we've had them up to 20 kilos. I had an 18 kilo fish last night, which is a real nice one. And yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure fishing this match. But I better put the camera down because we've got some work to do because it's not over yet. I don't know how Peg 16 got on, but we were chasing them. They're in our sector. They got off to an absolute flying start. I think they're probably still about 75 kilos ahead of us, but it only takes a flurry of fish this morning for us to put us back hot on their heels. And I think we had over 100 kilos of fish last night. We haven't weighed them yet. They're all down there in retainers and stuff, but I think we caught over 100 kilos of fish in one night, which isn't bad, is it? Let's face it. Right, we'll let Andrew put this rod out. He's just behind me here. Whack, there we go. A little bit left, that one there, so we'll redo it. Right, time for a coffee. There we go, beautiful big common, hopefully lovely colours on it. Oh, it's blown a raspberry as well, looks like. Yeah. A lovely fish.
And one happy angler.
Yeah. Whoop, 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 whoop.
14,975.
What's that one?
25 grams below 15 kilograms.
Okay, yeah, good. Okay. We still have more? That's a busy night, yeah?
Yeah.
And we've still got one more to go. That's a good average size, I think.
Yep.
Last one, boys. Another immaculate common. Fish.
Yeah. Let's have another 10 of those.
Yeah, 10 of those, yeah, we'll be fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. What we do is we'll add the scores up and see how much that was, but that's got to be around about 100 kilos, I reckon, added onto our score. We were on 78 kilos, so I think we're on at least 150 kilos, but we will see. These guys are doing an amazing job, these marshals. Fantastic. They go around all through the night if people have big fish, and there's no complaining, no grumbling, and the scores are spot on. There's always 3 people weighing it in as well, so they're doing a great job.
I'm going...
Yep, next door, yeah? Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Well, it's definitely an exciting finish to this match. We just put the bait out. We're about 100 kilos behind the leaders of our section, and we've just spawned some bait out and thought, you know, I did some food. I was feeling a bit down, thinking, you know, chance is gone. And then the left hand rod pulled up tight. That's about a 15 kilo fish, so a good size one. And then oh no, sorry, that was an 11 kilo fish, 10-11 kilo. And then as we were playing that fish, just about to net it, the other rod went. So we've got 2 fish in the retainers now, and Andrew's just put the bait out. I am frantically tying up PVA bags as fast as I can. It's like the good old days of sitting on a bucket in a bivvy in Broadlands, trying to tie up bags. Yeah, and it's 9:30 now, so match finishes at midday. So who knows, you know, this lake has got a lot of big fish inside it. It only takes for a shoal of, like, you know, 20 kilo fish to come along, and for us to catch 4 of those this morning, and we're right back in it. But either way, it's nice to have a little flurry of fish before the end. So I'm going to carry on tying these up, and yeah, keep those fingers crossed we catch a few more. Go. Well, I just sat down with my cup of coffee. We're just saying we need a few more good fish, probably 4 good fish. We've got 2 hours left, and this rod's pulled up very slowly to the top. It's the only fish out of all the fish that we've caught. This is the 17th fish that's actually taken line. This is still past the area that I hooked it at 140 yards. And it's got some weight to it as well. So I'm going to concentrate and try and coax this one in. But we've still got 3 rods fishing on the spot as well. So want to make sure we get this one in, obviously. Just take my time, not rush it. And then the bites seem to be coming around about 40 minutes, half hour, 40 minutes after spomming. So we spom, the fish push off, and then the shoal are coming back onto the bait. This is a better fish. Well, we've got less than an hour to go. We're in the middle of packing up all the stuff. And when you've had a little sleep, it's quite difficult to do, trying to get everything all packed up. But whilst we're doing that, we're also trying to catch fish as well, as you would understand, because the competition hasn't finished yet. And we were 50 kilos behind the section winners. We've just got another fish inside the sling. Sorry, I'm losing track of how many fish we've had. We've got another fish inside the sling. So I think we've had 5 or 6 fish this morning. And that was about 10 kilos, so we're just a couple of big uns away. So it's a real close end to this match. You know, we're gonna have to, yeah, we need a miracle really to win the section. But they do happen in fishing, as you're well aware, and it is great fun. And we've sort of figured it out. We're really starting to get the spot working. It's just unfortunate that the fish weren't in front of us for the first 48 hours of this match, because if it started the way it is now, we would have, yeah, we would have definitely been up there, I think, higher up the leaderboard. But anyway, we're having a great time. I better stop talking because we've got to pack this stuff away. But yeah, fingers crossed we get a few more lumps coming along soon. Well, I do apologise that there's not loads of cinematic shots and stuff like that, but to be honest, it's absolutely going off here at the end of the match. We were 50 kilos behind the leaders in our section, peg 16 over the other side of the lake. I think we've got 3 fish in the retainers there, and we've weighed a 17 kilo. One of those fish is probably about 19 kilo, and the other 2 are about 10 kilo. So I think we're, what do you reckon, Andrew? 1 fish?
Yeah.
2 fish? 1 or 2 fish.
One big fish.
1 big fish or 2 10-kilo fish. And we've got 15 minutes left of this match. Come on the rods. Andrew's casting has been absolutely on point. There's a there's a mountain in the distance, and on the top of the mountain there's like a little we call it a nipple. Yeah, it's like a tit with a nipple on it, and that spot is our banker spot. Yeah, if you get the bag at 140 yards to land dead on there, that's where we get most of the bites from. And just time and time again, he's just hitting that spot one after the other after the other. So yeah, we've got 15 minutes left. Keep those fingers crossed we can get one more big fish. Well, we've got 10 minutes left. You just saw me on the video saying that we needed one more big fish. And this rod is pulled up with a very slow take. And it doesn't feel too bad, this fish. You can never quite tell how big they are at this range, but if we get this one in, and if we get one more, we could win our section, which would be amazing. But let's see. We're so tired, we've lost track of which fish are on the scoreboard and which aren't. We've got 3 fish down there, plus this one. One of those is 19 kilos.
Mate, I want to drink from the cup.
Which cup?
The winning cup.
Oh, the winning cup?
Yeah.
I thought that was some kind of Romanian slang for... What you do with your girlfriend when you get home is up to you, right, Andrew? Okay, we're going to put the camera down now and concentrate on this one because we need this, but keep those fingers crossed that this is a big one. Well, I really don't know what to say, to be honest. I got that fish in, or I was playing that fish in 1 minute to 12, and the other rod tanked off. Andrew's hooked into one, so we've got 2 fish on at 12 o'clock. The rules are you get 15 minutes to land them. My one is an absolute donkey. Like, look at the size of that. She is an absolute beast. And Andrew's one isn't too bad either. So that one's probably about 13 kilo, I'd say, maybe like that, yeah. Maybe 11, 12 kilo. Yeah,
well, let's put them in sacks.
Yeah, okay, we'll put them in sacks. We've got this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. We've got 5 to weigh in. What an end to the match, eh? Right, let's go get them sacked up, go get the marshals to weigh in. Look at that. Yeah, that's absolutely awesome. Well, I'm not quite sure what we've won this for, but I'm absolutely thrilled. We've got a trophy, I got a medal. Tatanitu presented us with that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Could you tell him it was a pleasure to come and fish, so thank you very much.
Vă mulțumesc pentru organizație. El a fost capitanul, managerul Angliei.
Da, mă bucur mult. Mă bucur.
Yeah, that's good.
Vorbește în engleză.
Vă mulțumim frumos.
Bravo, mă bucur.
Mulțumim toate cele bune.
Ai făcut treabă. Ai venit tare de nu știu dacă mai ținea un pic.
Dacă mai ținea un pic.
O oră dacă mai ținea.
He's an absolute legend, that man. Anyone knows anything about European fishing knows about Tatanitu. Yeah.
He's a legend in Romania.
He's a legend. And this man is as well. Thank you very much, Andrew. Put it here.
It was a pleasure. Unfortunately, it didn't end as we were hoping in the last 2 hours, but hey, that's carp fishing.
It ended perfectly. It was exciting. We got a trophy. Yeah, it was great. It was great. It was perfect. It was perfect. Thank you so much.
It was my pleasure. Anytime, anywhere.
I would say I'd return a favour and you can come to England to fish a match, but let's not do that.
Don't worry.
We'll go find another country. Yeah.
Come on.
All right. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed watching these little vlogs. It's been an absolutely amazing experience coming over to Romania and fishing against these guys. Superb anglers, wonderful setup. Yeah, absolutely buzzing. I am knackered though. I am shattered. I had 2 hours sleep this morning from 5:45 in the morning until 7:45 in the morning. And then I had 2.5 hours sleep from 5 o'clock until 7:30 the morning before that. So yeah, not much sleep. So we're gonna go back, get some food, have a rest, and then tomorrow I think we're gonna go out and go for a little drive, maybe see a bear, and yeah, go and see a little bit of the sights. But remember to subscribe to the channel. Catch you guys soon.